Oh God, now that actually kind of
Um,
tells me he was probably on there.
um, I don't know what you want to start with here, but I figured we'd start off with like our more personal like reasons and then move into like our objective ones.
Okay.
Do you just want to count down? We'll start with our. We each have a list of our top 10 favorite games. These are not like the games we think are the top 10 best fucking video games of all time. This is like top
Now
10
they are. They're both.
our favorite. Yeah, you're right. Um, you just want to start? We'll do how we did it in Apex.
We going from the bottom then.
Yeah, start at 10.
At number 10, I actually have Forza 3.
I have Saints Row 2.
Oh, what the fuck? Well,
Yeah, there's gonna be some wild cards in
I
here.
put Forza 3 because it's the only racing game in that top 10 list. And I felt like, well, technically, and I felt like it definitely needed a solid racing game since I've probably played a ton of really good racing games, but Forza 3 was just the one that was like the most fun for me.
I think I don't remember. It was Forza 3 or Forza 4, which was the one that was like I was super into.
On 360, well, actually, I guess Forza 4 came out in 360 as well, but
Because I
Forza
have
3 was
both
out
of
for a
them on
while.
360.
Yeah, I don't know, dude. I feel like it was Forza 3, but I'm not sure.
Um, was Forza 2 on 360?
Yeah, I think so. I'd have to double
I might
check.
have played all of them on
The first
360.
Forza was original Xbox for sure. I'm not sure about two.
I will say
I
that Forza
think
Horizon is an amazing game. Also, that's not on my list. That's a random honorable
Forza
mention I'll
series in
throw out there.
general is really good.
But
It's
I
like
chose
always
Saints Row
solid.
2. My list is almost entirely based on hours played, I think.
Oh really? I wish I could have done
Because
that.
um well, that's just like when I take into consideration like what the best games are, I'm like I feel like it's just what games I played the most.
Yeah. I
Forza
yeah
Horizon is boring. Fuck you, man. Okay,
yeah. He doesn't love you anymore, bitch.
yeah, sorry, I'm sucking Luch's cock now.
Let's
Um
go. I'm ready for the podcast now.
I just like so Saints Row. I used to play with Tom and Brandon, and Tyler like all the time. And the one thing like that game was just like a giant meme. That was like GTA 4,
Oh yeah.
like, but like GTA 4 didn't make my list because I feel like when that was out, I was just like I got that game way after it was like popping. Like we still played it a lot, but
Yeah.
my parents wouldn't let me get it when I was that age.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know. Saints Row 2 was a good time. I didn't really get into Saints Row 3. I beat Saints Row 1 and 2, almost maxed both those games, but I didn't play anything after that for
Hmm.
Saints Row. I tried to play Saints Row 3 and 4, and I didn't like them.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's weird. I haven't tried any of them, so I've watched Saints Row, but I never really got into them.
I would think, I mean, they're kind of similar. It's just like Saints Row 1 and 2 are almost like a different game, besides the fact that they have a lot of like raunchy stuff. Like the theme is the same, but they're like really different.
Do they? Have you heard Jump the Shark before?
No.
Oh, that's like when a TV show gets bad. Is that what they did with three and four?
I just think because like number one and two are legitimately like gang, like they're super like centralized around the idea of like gangs, and they're like it's a lot more like Grand Theft Auto, like in the
I
storyline
think
and stuff.
the three and
And
four are
then
less serious, right?
yeah, they get way less serious, and then they become
It's,
like I
uh,
don't know, there's like aliens and shit, and then it's like the freaking there's one where like he's like there's like superpowers. It's like I like number one and two just because they like are a whole different storyboard to me.
mm-hmm.
Like those two games feel like you could place number two right after number one. Um, God, I'm just getting distracted by the chat.
I know. I'm done. I'm
You
done.
play number one and number two like right after one another, and it would feel like you were playing one game. But if you went to
Yeah.
three, it's not like that.
Yeah, I remember that now because I remember my like Matt would play Saints Row One, and I remember it not seeming like the later games at all. Like it
Oh
actually
yeah,
seemed like it was trying to be a GTA competitor, and then the other games are like, fuck it.
yeah. I think they just kind of they really grasped onto like it's still like it's a pretty funny game. There's a lot of like funny shit in it. It just I
Yeah.
don't know. It didn't have anything to make me put it in my top 10.
Mm-hmm.
Um, moving on to number nine. So I know we just mentioned how GTA 4 didn't make my list, but
Oh
number
boy.
9, the only Xbox One game, GTA 5.
Oh really?
Uh, as much as I loved Grand Theft Auto 4 and as I played it, I have fucking like hundreds of hours in Grand Theft Auto 5 online. Like
Holy shit.
so many hours of grinding, so many hours of heist, so many just do. I have a lot of time played that game,
Hmm.
and that's a game where like from Xbox 360 to Xbox One, I never stop playing it. Like I'll still when an update comes out for that game, like if an update came out this week, God, it's a chat. Sorry, if an
Yeah, I
update came
turned it
out
off.
this week, I would go back and at least try it because like that's just like one of my favorite games of all time. Obviously, that's
Hmm.
what the list is, but I think that's like probably a surprising pick for being my only Xbox One game on my entire list.
Yeah, it is. I guess. GTA 5. I don't know. I mean, that is a pretty popular. Well, actually, it's technically a 360 game.
Yeah, that's what. But like I played it way more on Xbox One, which is why
Oh, okay.
I didn't know how to classify
Now, see,
it.
that was
But
weird for me because I definitely played it a lot more on 360.
it's really weird too. It was a different game. Like when it came out on Xbox One, it took only like one update for it to be like just shit on the 360 version.
Yeah, yeah, that makes sense. I don't know. I just never got past the 10-minute long loading screen. I suppose
Yeah, that's rough.
it's
And
just
like
too
you
much
have,
for me.
you know, it really is just one of those games where you have to be committed to the grind. Like you have to like
Yeah,
if you want to have all the cool stuff, you have to be committed to
like
playing
every game now,
hours and
gotta be
hours a
committed to
day.
it.
Yeah, that's why I don't play it anymore,
It's
really. Like,
unfortunate.
if it came out, I wouldn't grind it. I would just play it for fun.
Yeah. All right.
Uh,
Well, I did for my number 9 pick, just continuing to go off the rails. I did an Xbox One game. Actually, fuck, this is technically a 360 game too, I think. But I played on the Xbox One. I did the first Tomb Raider cuz I haven't played through the other ones yet, but the first one's really good.
I
Solid.
have never played through any Tomb Raider game in my life
It's
for more than an hour.
it is like uh I never played Uncharted, but it's like Uncharted. But Tomb
I've
Raider's
never
OG.
played Uncharted either, but
I don't know. It's just a fun, fetching action adventure game. Basically, it's almost like the first game is kind of like a first-person Far Cry 3. It's kind of similar, and I really
okay.
like the first game.
What is the? If I saw the cover art for the first one,
'Cause the
um,
first one, it's just the way it plays out. Reminds me a lot of a third-person Far Cry 3, and
is it
it's
called
just
Rise of the Tomb Raider? Or is that
that's the
different?
second one. First one's just
Oh,
called Tomb Raider.
I
Um,
pl- oh, wait, Tomb Raider. Oh, yeah, I played that one. I played that one a little bit.
Definitive
It's the one where
Edition
you
or
start
something.
off, you're like in a cave or something, and you're like kind of chasing this guy down or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I played like about one mission of that and I quit, but it wasn't because it disinterested me. It just like I don't know, wrong time, I guess.
Yeah, it's that's what it was for me though. It just caught me at the right time, and I just got sucked in like one of those games that I'd stay up till like 5 a.m. and just grind it out. Once you get into it, it's easy to just keep going.
Yeah, that's I don't know.
No,
I
I'm
want to play one. The closest I've ever gotten, it's like Spelunky.
oh, what the fuck?
If you've ever played that.
No, I have not.
Oh,
It
okay.
sounds
I
pretty
really
interesting.
like roguelike games, which I now realize I missed a game off my list, but
Oh no. Well, I figured that would happen. Um, just to continue being different. My number 8, because all the different genre games are towards the bottom of my list for some reason. Um, I got Medieval 2 Total War at my number 8.
ooh, I kind of was wondering if that was gonna be somewhere tonight mentioned by you.
Yeah, it's just my favorite RTS game of all time. I don't know. It caught me at the
I've
right
really never
time.
played them.
Oh,
Still.
they're pretty fetching fun. I mean, if you it's basically like you got it's like Civ with maybe not as good on the Civ side of things, which is like the campaign map kind of reminds me of Civilization. So like not as good as Civ there, but it still has like the same idea. But the difference with the Total War games is the fighting and the combat is a lot more fleshed out and a lot of fun.
Yeah, I've seen Alex and Seth Hayden play like hours of that game. So if you were gonna
Dude, it's
recommend me to try one, which one was it?
Medieval 2. That's my favorite. And the
That's
thing
what
is
their
too.
favorite is too. That's the
Oh,
only one they
really?
play. Yep.
Dude, I gotta talk to them then. I fucking love Medieval 2. That's like, it's eighth on the list, but that's like getting into the big games for me.
Total War Rome 2 Emperor Edition,
So,
$60.
yeah, well, so here's the thing. The reason why you want to start off with Medieval 2 is because all the newer ones are good, but they're all way more complex, and you would just need to put all your time into it. Medieval 2,
Yep.
once you get the basics down, you can just get on for an hour, play it for a little bit, have a good time. Like, you can't really do that with the new ones.
My biggest problem with like playing Civ is you can't play it with anybody outside your skill cap. Like you
Okay.
literally, like if they're too far under you in Civ, you're not gonna have a good time because you're just gonna win so fast.
Yeah.
But if they're above you, it's just boring. Like it's really hard. That's why I play with my
Hmm.
uncle, and we both basically don't watch strategy videos on purpose because we don't want to ruin it for each other.
Well, that's an interesting thing for Total War then, because it's not the original ones aren't multiplayer for like the campaign, but some of the later ones brought it in.
Is it turn based or is it live?
Yeah, it's turn based.
Oh, okay. See,
Well,
that's the thing with
so
Civ.
the
Since it's turn-based, there's like literally guides you can look up on how to win the game in an exact amount
mhm.
of turns with certain characters if you get lucky.
Well, yeah, the campaign is turn based, but all the combat stuff is like real time, and that's my favorite part of the game. Is it kind of does like the best of both worlds, I guess.
Hmm.
And it's just
I
like
will.
I can
I've
see
added
why
it to
they're
my
into
Steam
it.
wish list.
It's a good ass game, and it should be fairly cheap now.
There's some. Well, when I looked it up, there's this thing called Total War Rome 2 Emperor Edition, and
Well,
that
that's
one's
that's one of the
$60.
newest games.
Oh, that's not Rome Total War.
No, Rome Total War is the first one. Rome 2's I guess it's actually not that
Oh,
recent now.
Rome Total War Collection is only $10.
Now that is a deal. Because I prefer
Okay.
Medieval 2, but Rome is probably the best game in the series.
Okay. I got that. I got that on my Steam wish list.
Oh yeah. Gonna do
All
your eight.
right. My number eight is uh, the only Nintendo game on my
Oh,
list, Pokemon Sapphire Pearl. I put Pearl and Sapphire on my thing because I couldn't pick which one. Um, because Pokemon Sapphire is like the first Pokemon game that I really got into, and it made me like have an unhealthy obsession with Pokemon. But Pokemon Pearl was the one on Nintendo DS that I like played
mhm.
hundreds of hours on. Um, I just like needed to put Pokemon on my list somewhere because it's amazing, and I still play the games when they come out today.
Mhm.
On my, it's the only reason I have a Nintendo 3DS is the only games I have for it is every Pokemon game on the 3DS.
I know if Matt if Matt did a list like this, he would definitely put Pokemon on there. I
Yeah, it's
wasn't as big
just
into it,
like,
but it's one of his
yeah,
favorite
I feel
games.
like you're either like kids were obsessed with it or they didn't play it at all. Like,
Yeah, pretty much.
I don't really got a lot to say other than that the Pokemon TV show is also amazing, and I
Now
still
that
watch
I
it
watched,
sometimes.
that is pretty good.
Oh, so you like the TV show? You just didn't
I never really
play the
got into
game.
the games, but I really liked the TV show for some reason.
I feel like I knew a lot of people who were the opposite of of that.
Oh, that's weird.
Who never watched the show but they only played like the
TV
games.
show is
But I feel
great.
like yeah, TV show's amazing. Honestly, it's like the perfect balance because like if you watch a show like Yu-Gi-Oh, which I don't know if you've ever seen, but
I
it's
think I
like
did
some
actually.
freaking duels were like 5 episodes long. Like Pokemon, like
Yeah.
they'll go through like six in one episode sometimes.
Mhm.
Plus, all the Pokemon movies are amazing. Anyways,
Best
that's not what it's about,
best
but
theme ever.
that's also true. My number seven is Civilization 5.
Oh, I figured you'd have that on the list at some point.
I couldn't. I honestly think I might like 6 a little better, but Civ 5 just has some classic spot for me because
Played it so
Civ 5
much.
and Civ 4 I played so much of, and I haven't played as much as Civ 6, but Civ 6 has a lot of cool features.
Mhm.
It's like you said, like it gets a little too complicated, and I like old games to be able to just chill, relax, play it casually.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, yeah, Civilization is I don't know. I just love those kind of games. I love strategy games.
I guess that's where we get some overlap in the list because my number 8 game's kind of similar to that. It's not the same game, but we're getting close.
Yeah, they're similar. Um, you could just go to your number 6 then.
All right. For All right, we skipped over 7. I gotta do my 7. Um,
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I just did my 7.
my 7 is OG Battlefront 2, and that is just one of my favorite games of all time. Like, I don't know if you've played the original Battlefront 2, it doesn't really. It kind of speaks for itself. Like, it's just anything you could want to do in a Star Wars game, you can do in Battlefront 2.
So that's really interesting. So that's not on my top 10 games list, but that does fall somewhere else on my games on my
Oh,
list.
okay. Well, that's good. That's
Um,
good to hear because Battlefront 2 is the goat.
Battlefront 2, like you're talking about the OG PS2 one, right?
Yeah, I'm not talking about that. Well, I like the new Battlefront 2 as well, but I'm talking about the old one.
Yeah, the old one, dude. That game, there's something about that game. It was like when you were a kid, that game was perfect
Yeah,
because
it
it's like you could
was.
just play. It's like playing the movies.
Even now, there was stuff that was so cool. Fetching, uh, like the space battles. Space battles is what I was thinking of. Space battles in that game still can't be touched. Like the new games don't even have space battles as good as that game. They were just fucking perfect at the
That
time.
game was ahead of its time, like by a
Yeah.
long shot.
And what made me so sad about it too is Battlefront 3 was actually pretty close to being released when it got canceled, and there's some leaked gameplay of it on YouTube. And it's sad that that game never came out because Battlefront 3 looked like
Why did it not come out?
I I don't exactly remember it might have been something with the studio. They might have went down like when the game was in development. Like I don't remember all the details.
Happens a
Um,
lot with that company.
Yeah, yeah. But it just when I looked at the gameplay of Battlefront 3, I was so sad because that game just it literally looked like Battlefront 2 just better, and it probably would have been it would probably be higher up on my list if that game came out.
Oh yeah,
Like it
that's a
had
good game. It's a good number 7 for sure.
it had space to ground combat battles, so like you could be fighting on Naboo and then fly up into space and fight a space battle. That's what was supposed to be in that game.
Yeah.
Like, that would have been
Well,
insane.
that would have been crazy. What I really remember about Battlefront was just like, uh, for some reason, I have this one memory of Battlefront 2. At Joe Shirk's house, me and him just playing it together and like basically just like 'cause we would have been in like fourth grade or something. Basically
Oh,
just
he used to be into
RPing.
that.
Like you could just make your own movie basically. That's like
Yeah.
kind of what we did.
Yeah, I remember him telling me a lot. He was always a big fan of those games too because they're just so good. There's nothing else that really needs to be said. Like you said, that would be a good childhood game as well. I didn't
Yeah,
pick
one
it, but
thing
it
that
fit.
I feel like I missed out on a little bit that I'm like just mentioning Roman in the chat said he demolishing his little brother until he got angry on Battlefield 2 is I never had like any siblings to like play games with, so almost every game I played until 6th grade I played by myself. I'm like,
Oh
I
yeah.
feel like I missed out on like having like the freaking little brother to just shit on all the time.
See, I my brothers are way older, so I was the little
Yeah,
brother getting
see,
shit on.
yeah, obviously your brothers are all good amount older than you.
Yeah, that's why I dominate now, trial by fire. I had to go through the ringer.
I know, and now you're better than all of them like combined. You can
Oh yeah.
1v3 them in like any game.
Oh yeah. Well, I don't know about that. Ethan's pretty good. Ethan's actually really good.
Oh yeah, I
Um,
guess I just like Lucius is pretty dominant though. I don't
yeah,
really
I
know
know, I
anything
know,
about
I know.
Ethan. He's bald, so I just discredit him.
Ethan in his prime was a better Call of Duty player than me. He was genuinely really good. Like I don't know, I haven't shown you any of his old montages and shit, but he was actually the best.
Oh, old montages, a good
Yeah,
classic
we'll have to do
YouTube
this
montage
afterwards
time.
because he
Um,
was a beast. And Match was really good
so
at Halo. All right, go on.
yeah, I know Match is a Halo guy. What's your number 6 then?
Oh, okay. So, it's hard because it's out of order. Oh, here we go. We're getting into the
Yeah,
meat and
mine is too.
potatoes here. My number 6 might actually be lower. I bet you thought this would be on the list. My number 6 is Black Ops 2. And Black Ops 2, the reason why I have it so low is because Black Ops 2 was something that I didn't really get into until later into the game. But
Me
all
too.
of
I didn't play it until over a year after release.
Oh yeah, but all the good memories from that game afterwards just had to put it up there for me because it was just such a damn good Call of Duty game multiplayer wise. I like the campaign too, and I didn't get into zombies as much as the time. It probably wasn't as bad as I thought it was, but it was just I
I
don't know.
think Transit first experience just ruined
Oh,
it for me. But
the rest of the zombies maps were probably fine. Transit was terrible. That probably like just set it off.
so, just out of curiosity, do you have any other Call of Duties on your list?
I refuse to put any others on it.
I have one, but it's not Black Ops 2, and I mean I.
Well, I already know what it is, you conk.
Black Ops 2 is somewhere else on one of my lists, though.
Oh yeah, Black Ops 2 is just that's got to be like top just competitive multiplayer experiences. League play on that game was actually fun as opposed to the current League play.
Yeah, I mean, Black Ops 2 is good. I have zero complaints about that game, honestly.
Pubs
Like
were
besides
fun.
the fact that I missed that I didn't play it on release.
Yeah, I wish I played it. My only
Well,
thing with Black Ops 2 is I wish I played it more.
Someone's cat. Sorry, my cat's in literally 2 rooms over, but you can still hear it because I'm
Oh,
an
that's
idiot and I
insane.
had bought way too expensive of a mic.
But yeah, Black Ops 2, just closing it out. That was just still the
Yo-
COD game that it has to live up to for me. That every game has to live
Yeah,
up
I
to.
tried not to really cross over some of my lists, but you'll understand where Black Ops 2 is on one of my other ones.
Oh yeah, yeah.
My number 6 is Age of Empires 2.
Oh yeah, that's not on my list, but that's
That-
good.
It's over Civ because Age of Empires literally I mean when I think about like being like a little kid on the freaking family room PC that we all shared, I only played Age of Empires. That's all I played. And
Yeah,
Age of
those
Empires
games
2
were
is my
great.
favorite one. I have like the HD remastered version on my PC. Like, I just love Age of Empires. See, the thing is for me, it's like perfect. Civilization is my turn-based one, and then Age of Empires is my I don't know what the word is for that, but it's like real
It's just a
time.
classic RTS. I don't know. Real time
Yeah,
strategy.
just-
That's what RTS means.
oh yeah, it's just like because Civilization, you just take turns. That's how I was just getting confused.
It's
on.
like Halo Wars for the Jareds in the audience.
Yeah, that's a good comparison. Except fuck Halo Wars.
What? Halo Wars is good.
I just have a bad experience because the first time I ever played it was with Jared,
Oh.
and he shit on me.
Oh, that's hilarious.
He went super tryhard and
I-
sweated me out. In
I
about
played
4 minutes.
duos Halo Wars 2 with Jared, and he would not carry. I was very disappointed. He was trying to
Well, okay.
impress.
Okay, I've never played Halo Wars, and I didn't even know the controls. And Jared's like, "Oh yeah, I do this," and then all of a sudden he's like, "Yeah, by the way, I'm just like rating you." and
He's like,
beating
oh
you-
yeah, Clan, I
beating
don't know
in
if you knew
4
about the
seconds."
Halo lore behind this unit. Alright, let's move on.
But he shit on me, and it just ruined it, and I never played it again.
Oh, well, Jared ruined Halo Wars. That's his fault. It's actually good.
My number 5, speaking of Jared, is Halo 2.
Oh yeah! Halo 2 is another, I just have to say this quick. Halo 2 is another game that's somewhere on my list. It's just not there.
Yeah, Halo 2 is, I think it's definitely the first rated M game I was allowed to play on Xbox.
Wait, Halo 2's M? Really?
Yeah, I
What?
think so.
Oh yeah, it is, because the newer Halo games are teen. That's what it is. I think you're right.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah, it was
go ahead.
rated mature. It was the first time I could convince my parents to buy me a fucking rated mature game for my Xbox. Technically, I played. I can't think of what the game's called, but technically, I had this PS2 game. I think it was called. 1 second, sorry.
Oof.
No, that's not what it's called. Yeah, okay. It was called Ghost Recon Advanced Warfighter. It was a
Oh,
Tom
okay.
Clancy game.
Yeah.
It was a freaking Tom Clancy Ghost Recon game on the GameCube.
Oh yeah.
But anyways, Halo 2 is just like I used to play that campaign over and over again because I didn't have an Xbox until 6th grade at my house, but at my dad's house I had an Xbox. So all I remember is every time I go to his house, I just sit there and beat Halo 2 over and over again. And then when I was younger, me and Tyler would hang out, and he's a big Halo guy.
Oh yeah.
We
Big
would just
Halo
sit
guy.
there and we'd play through like Halo 1 campaign, Halo 2 campaign, Halo
Yep.
3 campaign, like because his sister used to
Well,
babysit me.
time to
and
do that
that's,
in
like,
MCC now.
Yeah, that's like that's really good memories about Halo 2. Like it's just amazing game, amazing campaign. I used to have really fun time just messing around on freaking like private matches or whatever. I don't know what it's called in that game. But
Yeah. Yeah, Halo 2 is just a solid game over all around.
did that game have? What was the first Halo to forge?
3. But Halo 2,
Okay,
did Halo 2 introduce theater? It was either 2 or 3.
maybe.
I'm not sure. I'd have to go back because I really have no
Um,
idea.
yeah, but great game. So wait, do you do your number five or?
I'm about to go into it.
Okay,
We're like doubling and then alternating. um,
yeah, I just keep forgetting.
all right, my number 5, I did uh, Batman Arkham City, which is the best superhero game ever made. Hot take.
I've never played it, but I will take your word for it.
It is kind of like almost kind of like Tomb Raider, just action adventure type game. A lot of different things to do. It's got one of my favorite combat systems. I'm about to start playing that in the background because I can't play it. I can't focus on Forge. Not even kidding. I'm gonna load it up. Um, but it's got like one of the best combat systems for a beat 'em up style game because it's got like stealth missions. It's got like, all right, there's 20 thugs in the room and you just got to beat their asses. It's got detective shit. It's got all the different characters. It's got literally
It's the
everything you could want from a Batman game.
the game that had like the freaking like Riddler missions that were just like side things.
Oh yeah, and then it's got the Riddler stuff for the people that love collecting things.
I just remember watching freaking achievement hunter videos on those, even though I know.
Oh yeah, and
I remember also me
those
and
trigger
Brandon.
people.
Yeah, I remember because once I was at Brandon's house and he was really into that game too, and he wanted to max out every game's gamer
Yup,
score,
I'm
and
still
he was
working
sitting
on
there
it.
doing Riddler stuff, and I remember I sat there and watched him try and do this Riddler thing for like 2 hours straight,
Mm.
just sitting on his couch watching him freaking try and do it.
Yeah, if you tried to figure them out, legit, they could be pretty tough actually. What? I don't have it installed. What? But yeah, they could get pretty tough. And there was a lot too. Arkham City had the most. That's probably like the weakest part of the game. It had I think 450 of those Riddler trophies, which is just insane. Um, like that is definitely a little much. Uh, but other than that, like it's just pretty much the perfect Batman game and the perfect superhero game. Like it was the first superhero game where people were like, "Oh, you can actually make a good superhero game and not
I
have
think
it
the
not be
only
shit."
superhero game I've ever played is like a Spider-Man game on the PS2.
Oh, really?
It was super
Yeah, I think I know what
poppin'.
you're talking about actually. I think I played the same one on PC. I
Hmm.
mean, that's really random, but
Besides
it sounds
Spider-Man
familiar.
Typing Adventures Web Wars 2,
Okay.
but that's my number four. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh my god.
What's your number four then?
Well, finishing out on Batman, it's the shit. My number 4 is I had to include a Battlefield game, so I put in Bad Company 2.
That's one of those games that I literally get. I didn't get until everybody was done playing it.
Oh yeah, that's the stuff that sucks. But Bad Company 2 is just the best campaign in a Battlefield game, hands down. And also, that's the game where I think they found the perfect mesh between PC and controller because the last couple games they were trying to like nail Battlefield on console and they got kind of close, but it was still kind of clunky. And Bad Company 2 is the first game where they kind of nailed it, and it felt good on PC as well. It was just a fun ass game. It also really perfected. It had some of the best maps in any multiplayer game I've ever played. Like the rush game mode where you would start off a map in one area and then end the map in an area where you'd turn around, you can't even see where you started. Like that was just you don't get that experience in any other game really. So I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, that's just a game where I missed out on timing. That's the thing that's about when you're young. You don't get to play every game. I guess it's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
like right now, realistically, if I wanted to, I could buy every game I want that comes out.
Yeah. The time though is the tough part.
Yeah, and I feel like now I'm like I don't know. It's we have better games now, but I feel like I just harder to. You could enjoy shitty games when you're younger. I can't feel like I can't do that anymore.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. Even going back to old games that are good but they just don't age as well, even then
Yeah,
it's tough sometimes.
we're just spoiled with how advanced games have gotten. I
Well, another
mean,
thing too,
honestly,
you can get whatever game you want now, but you're gonna get a game and it's gonna be like, all right, you got to get on for this weekly event, and if you don't get on for this weekly event, then you're conked.
yeah,
And
I
there's
miss
5 other games with that going on.
back in the day. Some honestly, like I love like gaming now. I mean, like I honestly do, and everybody just bitches about everything, but sometimes I miss like back when there was like no achievements, no online. It was just like you just sat down and you played your fucking game.
Yeah, I agree.
But I also really obviously like playing with my friends. That's what I do most of the time when I'm playing now.
Mm-hmm. So what's your number 4?
Oh,
Oh
good
God.
old Eyeball and Modern Warfare 2.
Wow.
Hey, it's number 4. That's pretty low for me.
Yeah, I guess that's true. It's probably your top shooter. Actually, maybe not.
Um, well, we ranked the other ones based on objectively, didn't we?
Yeah.
So yeah, I would be an idiot if I said Modern Warfare 2 was objectively the best shooter of all time. I would be kicked off the podcast and replaced with
Aw.
Robert Bowling.
Oh, no, that's a
Um,
good idea.
Modern Warfare 2 is just great because it has a fucking my favorite Call of Duty campaign of all time. I love Spec Ops. Like every single Spec Ops mission is fun. It has like the perfect degree of like increase of difficulty as you go through them for the age I was.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I didn't get to play Prime MW2 multiplayer, which is probably good because it saves my opinion because I didn't have internet when
Oh
that
yeah, it's
game came
definitely a
out.
good thing.
But like if MW2 Remastered came out, I would be playing that shit like every day.
For a little bit until the one man army U2s get old.
Yeah, but you don't understand like my love for like Modern Warfare 2. It doesn't even bother me. Like I just like sitting down and playing it.
I mean, you'll say that for now, but it's gonna end up like the seeker drones in BO4. It's gonna be
I still
worse.
play BO4 though.
Yeah, I still do
Um,
too, but I mean, you get on it for like an hour and then you get off.
that's true. But I really like MW2, and it has like really like that was the first game, the first like rated M game that me and my dad played together. Like my dad and I would sit down and play Spec Ops like every single day together,
Hmm.
and that makes like a big difference for why it's like my favorite game.
Oh, the Spec Ops. No DLC though.
Yeah, fuck rubber bowling, but that's okay. I didn't have internet back then, anyways.
Hmm. I guess so. Um,
You're number 3.
Number 3, I've got Left 4 Dead, and that
I've
was.
never played that.
Oh, really?
I never played any of them. I know I'm
Well,
missing out.
that's a sad face. Left
I
4
think
Dead
I own
was.
them on PC.
I did it for. I do too. I put it there like how you were saying earlier. That was one that I just thought about. All right, what games have I just put the most time into? And that one is easily up there because it is just a game where you have like endless amount of possibilities to just play with your friends and have fun. And that's the nice thing about it too, is I feel like I really want a game like that now. You can just get on with people and just enjoy it, you know?
Yeah,
And Left 4 Dead
I
was
feel like
perfect.
I do remember like missing out on like everybody. Like I see there's freaking 4 people in the party. They're all playing Left 4 Dead together, and I'm just like, oh, I guess I'll just sit here and play
No, yeah, well, that's
Halo
sad.
2 by myself.
Well, I mean, I guess that's not a terrible time, but Left 4 Dead when you have a
Yeah.
full party is a great time.
And I never really got experienced that game. I thought about going back and playing it, but it's like I don't know if it's the same. If you just it's not gonna be the same as like when
Well, you gotta have.
how
I mean,
it
you
would
can do
have
it with
been.
one person. You don't. Obviously, it's intended to be with a full party, but you don't need it. Sometimes, if there's one person on, we'd still play Left 4 Dead. Even that was a long
Yeah,
time ago, but it's still. It's like zombies. You could do it duos. It's still fun.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back and play that game one day.
Oh yeah, definitely worth. I'd say a solid
Um,
recommendation.
I mean, you can move on if you don't
Oh,
have anything else.
way to go to for Left 4 Dead. I guess I did Left 4 Dead 1 because I think I put more time into Left 4 Dead 1 than Left 4 Dead 2, and because there's enough
There's
2
only
games on the list.
1 and 2, right?
Yeah, it's Valve, so
Yeah. They
there's only
just
one or two.
release hits and then just give up on it.
Hmm. But yeah, Left 4 Dead 2, honestly though, isn't really worse than Left 4 Dead 1. Like it's pretty much just the same game with more content. So there's not really anything bad I can say about it. I just think I spent more time on Left 4 Dead 1. I don't know. Maybe it's because more people had it. Both
Yeah,
solid games though.
that would be true.
Do you want to do your number 3?
My number 3 is Skate 3.
Wow, did you do that on purpose?
I did not, but
Oh, okay. I said to clear that up.
Skate 3 might be the game I have the most hours in of any game in my entire life.
Yeah,
Skate
that's
3
probably
is
true.
the best skateboarding game that's ever come out, in my opinion. It's got like
Hot
the
take.
realism factor. It's got like it's not an arcade game like Tony Hawk's Underground. I don't think that's comparable or like a fair like comparison really.
Yeah, it's not. It's definitely
Because
not.
Tony Hawk's games are an arcade style game. That Skate
Yeah.
3 brings like the element of, well, I love skateboarding. I love watching Street League and X Games and everything. I like to skateboard myself. I mean, like I've always been like obsessed with skateboarding.
Yeah.
And then it adds like the realism factor. Like it's the most realistic skating game, even though you can still do stupid stuff. And
Yeah.
there's a competitive factor that like I don't care who you are, you're not beating me in a game of Skate on Skate 3 unless you glitch.
Oh, called out.
Like it's like I just the
You
game's
looking for 1v1s right now?
like saying that. Yeah, I'm looking for 1v1s. The two games above it are just games that I have almost probably as many hours in.
Okay. Now I'm curious to see what they are.
But my top three are
That'd
all
be number one.
interchangeable in my opinion.
Oh yeah, same for me probably. You wanna do
What's your
number
number
two?
three? Or my number two?
Yeah.
Sorry. My number two is Skyrim.
Ooh. Oh yeah, I guess that would be
Um,
on your list. I have that somewhere else.
yeah, Skyrim. I have Skyrim, the original version, and the remastered on Xbox and PC. So I've bought that game four times. I've bought all the DLC for the original versions on PC and Xbox. I've just oh my, I put so many hours in the game, so many characters, so much.
Hmm.
So I watched so many YouTube videos. I used to watch this channel that would just do like random little hidden stuff in the game that's like so meaningless, but they took the time to add. And
Hmm.
there was like 230 episodes of it, of just like each time 10 things, and it like I okay, Jared's Halo lore is me. I love
No.
Skyrim lore. I just don't talk about it because I'm not a loser. But
You're not trying to get
uh,
Skyrim Lord.
yeah, I don't want to become a meme. I really tried to avoid that.
I don't think Skyrim lore is as memeable as Halo lore. I don't
Well,
think
it's
it'd
just
work.
because I think it would be if it was not me who was saying it.
Oh, if Jared was. It's probably true.
I was trying not to name drop him anymore for the rest of the episode, but
It'll happen again. I have a few
yeah.
Halo picks. It's bound to happen.
But yeah, Skyrim is just like it's like the perfect game, even though it's like super imperfect and has so many bugs and glitches. I think that's just because, well, number one, it's Bethesda, and number two, that game is incredibly complex for an Xbox 360 game and from 2011.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
Like the fact that the loading screens aren't even longer, I mean, like
Hmm.
they really pushed the boundaries with that game, in my opinion, and it's great. I mean, I don't know anybody who like plays those kind of games and wasn't into Skyrim.
Yeah. That was one of the biggest games that I got hooked on for a while. Like I didn't stay hooked on it like you do, I guess. Um,
I still play that game to this day.
yeah, but like when that game first came out, that's got to be one of my top grind games because I was for at least like 2 weeks I probably played like 12 hours a day. Well, especially because I didn't get it when it came out. Actually, I think I got it around Christmas break, so that probably contributed to it. But I
Me too, me
grinded the
too.
shat out of that. It was
Well,
bad.
okay. My dad got it. Like again, like my parents like were not together. So like when I was at my dad's house, I only went there every other weekend. So like 4 days a whole month. He had Skyrim, and I used to play it all the time there. But I was like, fuck, man, I just want to play it at my house. And then I
Mm.
finally got it. I got a 360, and I got Skyrim like the same Christmas or something. I don't know. I can't remember over the years, but
That's a pretty fetching good Christmas.
yeah, that was a good time.
All right. Well,
You can move to
my
yours.
number two, I've got game that I don't think you've played before, BioShock 1,
Yeah, I when I was looking up like for inspiration, I saw BioShock all over everybody's top games list,
because it's the best.
and I've never played or seen gameplay from any BioShock game.
So BioShock's just the perfect. Well, that's actually good because if you do play through it eventually, it's a game that's way better the less you know. It's one of those.
I'm sorry, once again, my cat's like freaking out.
Oh, rip. Shout out to Oliver slash maybe not Oliver.
Okay, I'm good. I'm good.
All right. But yeah, if you ever did play it, better the less you know. But basically, the reason why BioShock is so good is it's the perfect blend of story, atmosphere, like level design, just fun mechanics. It's just got everything you'd want in a single player
Yeah, I
game.
seriously, I don't even like know what that game's about. I don't even know what it looks like.
Well, that's good. You don't want to. You should play through it eventually, but I don't want to like
I've always thought about it. I just,
I don't want to give it away. It's one of those games that you'd get into it. You play one level, you're gonna get into it. It's just a
Okay.
world that sucks you in.
I'll have to. I have some of them, I think, because I think my cousin really some of my games share with them.
Hmm. It's easily my favorite single player game of all time. Like for example, when I was achievement hunting in it last year, I messed up on an achievement and had to do a third playthrough at that point. I didn't even care. The next day I just busted
Ooh, that
through the
means
third
it's a good
playthrough.
game.
Yeah.
That means that's usually what makes you want to like never play a game again.
Yep.
Is when you have to do a whole playthrough for like one or two
Well,
achievements.
there you go for Batman as well, because I did the same thing. There's one achievement in Batman that literally one that you can't go back and get, and I was like, well, fuck, and I just played through the whole thing again like the next day.
Yeah, that's really says a lot. I feel like.
Yeah, because any other game you'd probably just be like, all right, I'm done.
Yep, you're never maxing it out. You just give up.
So if it's a game that you're not even mad, you know it's already you like it a lot at that point. Are we going into number ones? Do you want to do them at the same time?
Yeah, mine's kind of like I'm gonna have to. I don't. I feel a little embarrassed, but at the same time,
Oh,
you know, I'm
God.
like, fuck.
I great. Now I think I know what it is.
Here, you know what? I want you to guess mine.
Just based off of this is completely based off what you just said. Is it RuneScape?
Oh no, it's not. But that
Oh.
would be also embarrassing.
Because you said embarrassing. I'm like, oh no, it's RuneScape. Okay, let me think
Oh my
again.
god.
If it's not, actually, I don't know. Is it a Lego game?
No, but
Damn it, Roblox.
dude, what if the? Oh my
I'm going
God.
down all the embarrassing games. If it's not any of those, then I really have no idea. Wait, Minecraft?
Yeah, it's Minecraft.
Oh, Roman called it. Dude, I was gonna put that in my list too. Fuck.
I have that as my number one video game of all.
That's actually not a bad pick.
That is like, I remember discovering Minecraft with Brandon in the summer before sixth grade year, I think. That was when Minecraft costed either $11 or $10 or something.
Yeah.
And me and Brandon,
OG.
none of us had laptops besides his older brother who had the shittiest computer in the world, who could run the free version of Minecraft, complete dog ass, and we'd all
Dog
huddle
ass.
all three huddle around it, and just freaking sit there and stare at one person playing it for hours and
Shout out to
hours.
the
And
cat.
yeah, I know. I like just bought a Realm again like a couple weeks ago, and there's been too many points in my life compared Skyrim is like the only game that's comparable that sucked me that many times at that many different points in my life.
Yep. Yeah, Minecraft's a good. I'll just give it away now. I put that in my honorable mentions. That game was amazing. That's another kind of similar to Skyrim, how it didn't hold my interest over time. But like when it first came out, I played nothing else for a while. It's a kind of similar to
Before you
Skyrim.
say your number one, I'm getting cheesed. 1 second.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry.
Shout out to Oliver, maybe not Oliver again. Casual Supercross in the background. I haven't played this game in a while. Gotta get the sequel.
I had to lock my cats out and block the door off.
Oh, get conked. Alright, you ready for
Um,
the reveal then?
Okay, wait, give me a hint so I can try and guess.
I'm not gonna give you any hint. Hold on. I'll give you a hint after this, but just do like a first guess. I want you to really think about like an obvious game series. Alright, I'm doing the hint. Obvious game series that I haven't put in the list yet.
I'm trying to think of something you played a lot that has not obvious game series. Like,
I
for
played a
some reason,
lot.
what comes to mind is Medal of Honor, but that's not it.
Oh, that is not it. Dude, that's
I was
an
like,
honorable mention though. Fuck. I didn't even include that. Throw that in the honorable mentions right now. Do it, Jamie.
Oh my god, dude, this is hurting my brain.
Do you want one more hint? Oh, I feel like it's gonna be obvious.
Have
Okay.
I'm trying to think because I can't remember
You're
what
struggling.
set. Have you put any Halo games on your list?
No.
Oh, so it's a Halo game. I don't know which one.
All right,
Halo
now
3?
yeah, now you gotta guess which one.
I would say Halo 3.
Oh, that's like my least favorite Halo game of all time. I went
Halo
Halo
Reach?
Reach. Yeah. I'm not a big Halo 3 guy, to be honest.
I couldn't think like what yours would be, but yeah.
Halo Fucking Reach. I love that game. Um,
Yeah, that should be an honorable mention. I didn't even think about that game.
so Halo Reach, here's the reasons. All Halo campaigns I like, even Halo 5's.
I love
But
Halo 5s even.
yeah, so like I like all Halo campaigns. But Halo Reaches isn't even my favorite. It's just good, so that just contributes to everything else.
I think that game just also consumed your life with so many different things.
That's what I'm getting at. So like, I really liked the campaign when I first played it. I really liked the multiplayer for a long time. Custom games, the racing aspect, all that chat, Forge, theater, firefight. Like Reach was just a packed game, and I played the shat out of like every aspect of it. Um, it might still be Halo 5 might have surpassed it, but it might still be like my most hours in any game. Maybe. I wish I could know.
Yeah, I know you have a ridiculous amount on both those games.
Oh yeah, but that's what it was for Reach. Really, is just it's not even, in my opinion, the best or even my favorite in like any of those categories. It's just got them all, and it does them all so well.
Like, yeah, you can do anything on the game. It's just a gooch time.
Yeah, it is. It's a really fun party game. You could do the campaign with friends, and then if you're into competitive multiplayer, you got that. Firefight's fun. Like, just has everything. And
Oh, I forgot about Firefight.
yeah, Firefight's a big thing too, because they don't really have that. Well, I mean, they do in Halo 5, but it's not as good. I really liked Reach. Firefight was just as fun as ODST for me, at least. Um,
Yeah, Halo Reach was a game I got with my Xbox One for Christmas.
oh yeah, that's another another fire game. Another thing too, game that's in my honorable mentions, Titanfall 2. When Reach, I think Reach was in beta. I really did not like the beta, so like similar to Titanfall 2, that was kind of like a comeback game for me. Or when the full game came out, I was like, holy shit, this game's insane. Just kind of makes it more memorable to me, I guess, because I didn't like the beta, and then the game came out, and I was like, this is fire.
I don't think I played a beta for a game at all until like Xbox One.
Oh yeah, well Halo, I mean Halo betas were, they might have been restricted. I think you had to do things to get in them.
Hmm.
That sounds weird. It sounds like it's a fucking cult or something. But yeah, I mean I know you like Reach as well, but
It's amazing.
yeah, that was just an easy topic for me.
I think Halo 2 only got over. The only thing that Halo 2 beats out Halo Reach for is nostalgia for me.
Yeah, well, that's what I was saying though. Like, there are things that other Halo games are better than Reach. It's just it's the best. For me, it's easily the complete package Halo game. It's just got everything that you could want, and it does it. It's not bad with anything. It does everything well. The last thing I wanted to talk about was Forge, because so like I was just saying how it does everything well. Like Reach's Forge was the first. Halo 3's Forge was technically the first, but it was super basic, and Reach's Forge was the first where you could do some really crazy things. And where I started seeing like just super cool creations, stuff like that.
There's some
And
crazy stuff in that Forge.
yeah, every
That's
Forge
pretty-
after it has improved, but Reach's was just the big stepping stone, I think.
I remember like countless hours of fun with freaking. I love playing. Do you ever play like Base Wars where you and your friend would just get like 15 minutes to build a base on Forge and you have to try and
Oh
infiltrate
yeah.
it?
Yeah, I do that, and I know you. I think you mentioned it earlier, maybe not in the podcast even. Like Cops and Robbers,
Yep, Cops and
and
Robbers
then
and
did you ever?
Simon Says and anything like
I forget
that.
what it's
Just
called,
those-
but there's one where like you have a bunch of people running on a ring, and like there's snipers, and they got to pick them off. I forget what it's called.
Ooh, I don't remember what that's called, but do
You know
you
what I'm
ever
talking
also
about?
remember playing the one where there's the like a person at the bottom with a grab hammer, and then there's like a giant like ramp, and then
Dude.
like vehicles just fly down it, and you just hit it, and you try
I'm-
and kill your friends.
I'm not even joking. That was the next one I was about to mention.
I can't. What is that called? You
I don't know
that
what
was
that's called either, but that
Oh
was
my
lit as
God.
well.
It was just called something stupid. I think like
Yeah.
Death Race or something like
Yeah.
that.
There's even random cool shit too, like because I've been just watched through Indiana Jones. It made me think of, I think someone remade the Raiders of the Lost Ark beginning where like where the big boulders chasing after you.
I think I remember that. What
Yeah.
you're talking about exactly.
In Halo 5's Forge, there's like improved versions of that are insane, but Reach is where it all started.
Damn, there's. Wow, that game, now you're just convincing me to put it on there. Alright, I officially
Reach
swap
is,
out Halo 2 for Halo Reach.
aw, Reach is so good, but I mean I know why you went with Halo 2. Alright, Halo 2 to the childhood
Oh.
games. You wanna
Sorry,
just
wait. Which one do you want to do next? I was gonna
let's
move
just go
on
through the. I
to.
feel like we could do the consoles the fastest.
So is that one you want to do right now?
Yeah.
All right, let's just go. Let's. We don't really got to justify it too. My number five is what? Yeah, my number five is the Game Boy.
Oh,
Um,
nice. Wait, like so. Not the advanced, the one that was. I don't know how to
the Game
describe the
Boy
shape.
Advance.
Oh, the Game Boy Advanced. Okay.
That was like that had to be one of the first video game things I owned. It's like a Game Boy,
Yep.
and I mean I played that was Pokemon Sapphire as well, and then Super Mario World is in my oh that's in something else, but playing like Mario and Pokemon just that was like enough for me. Like as a kid, that's all I
Yeah.
needed in life.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's all I really need to say.
All right, you want me to go through it at the same time? Um,
Yep.
because mine's kind of similar. So my five, I put the DS actually, because the advanced spoiler is higher on my list.
Oh,
I never got into the DS a lot, but I still put it in there because I liked it. The little bit of time that I spent with it, I'm like, this is a good handheld platform. I just never got into it, I guess.
yeah, I've owned every single version of Nintendo the US.
Oh,
Besides
alright.
the 2DS.
Is it on your list too?
It's actually not even on my list.
Whoa. Well, I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah, number five spot was
Wait.
between the DS and the Game Boy.
You want
and
to
I
say our
chose the
four
Game
at the
Boy.
same time? Just on the off chance that it's the same one? It's not going to
Yeah.
be. Alright, 3-2 Bonner. GameCube.
GameCube.
Whoa, dude! I actually had a feeling on that one.
Possibly one of the worst. I think it's one of the worst selling and performing and reviewed in general Nintendo consoles of all time. But it's one of my favorite, dude. Like
Yeah, the GameCube's,
the GameCube
GameCube's
had,
great.
when the GameCube came out, I had a GameCube and a PlayStation 2. And my PlayStation 2 broke like right away that I had it because it was hand-me-down PlayStation.
Mm-hmm.
And the GameCube was the only game system I had, and that's dude. It's like I remember playing the GameCube every day. I got home from school playing Tony Hawk's Underground on the GameCube,
Tony Hawk's
playing
Underground.
Rampage, freaking
Super Mario
Smash
Sunshine
Bros.
was great.
Melee. That's a really good game too. Like just so much, dude. Like
Yeah,
the
GameCube
GameCube
was
was great.
dope. I don't care about the sales. That console is amazing.
yeah, it is.
There might have
It's-
been-
oh,
I think
so
it's
good.
just that Nintendo, and because Sega also had the Dreamcast around the same time, and that's like what conked Sega pretty much out of making consoles. So I don't know. I think that that's when like those types of games, I guess, that there'd be on those consoles were just falling out of favor. They're still really good consoles.
Yeah, I love the GameCube.
And even though the GameCube controller is the weirdest fucking controller I've ever held in my life.
No, N64 controller is so much worse.
Okay, yeah, the N64. Yeah, you're right. The N64 controller is really weird too, but
It's the only one worse.
they're there. Like they're both there at the bottom. Have you seen the
yeah, but
Dreamcast controller?
I used to have a Dreamcast. Yeah.
Oh, so what do you feel about that one?
It is just as bad. I don't.
Yeah, I think that's another contributing factor to those consoles
I just
going
remember
down to
thinking that it
controllers.
was cool because it had a little green on it, and when
looked
you played
cool.
Sonic, and you had your little freaking I can't remember what they're called, the little characters that you could like basically raise and do like shit with.
Yeah,
They would show up on your little screen on your controller.
it definitely it was cool, but it wasn't that
Dreamcast
practical.
was just a garbage console in my opinion.
Oh, which one? Dreamcast?
Basically any console ever made by Sega.
What? Genesis was great. That's before your
Hey.
time, but I'm not gonna support the slander.
No, I mean I played it.
I played the
I just
emulators,
don't know.
alright. Genesis games were great.
Yeah, I don't, just not my thing, but I don't think they're garbage. I just,
All right, well
you
here
know, I was
Genesis
Jones, so I have
had
to be
Michael
fair.
Jackson's Moonwalker, so end of discussion.
All right, I rescind all opinions. My number three. Let's just say it at the same time, just for fun.
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
Game Boy
Nintendo
Advance.
Wii. Oh,
Ooh, I took the Wii off my list. It was originally
Oh,
my
did you
fifth.
really?
Yeah.
I have the Wii at number 3 because that was the only game system that's ever entire family, like even my mom played.
Mm-hmm.
And we would all sit there and play like Wii Sports basically together, and like
Mhm.
just whatever like shitty games people played as a family.
It's probably one of the best like party consoles ever, or maybe the best.
It's
Just playing with
probably
people.
the best strictly if you're only speaking party console.
Yeah, if you're just trying to play a little bit with people that are over that specific scenario, it's probably the best.
The Wii just like consumed a lot big part of my childhood.
Yeah, it was really
Like
fun as a kid.
and that's what's one of the, is it still the best selling console of all time?
It might be. I think it might be. Yeah,
I mean,
I have
everybody
to double
had
check.
one.
Yeah,
I remember
and they're
like going
always
over to
sold out.
anyways playing the Wii, and yeah, I remember I thought it was a joke when I got one for Christmas. I was like, "Is there even a Wii in the box? Am I getting pranked?" Because like that's like all anybody wanted.
Yeah. So that's why I think I didn't spend as much time on it, is because it was at that time where I was starting to grow out of that type of game. Like that's right when I got it, where I was like, all right, I'm trying to play COD.
See, like I've never grown out of that. I
I
mean,
mean,
I still play
I
my
still
Nintendo
enjoy
DS.
it. I just play different types of games now, I guess, more consistently.
um, and yours was the Game Boy, you said?
Yeah, Game Boy Advance. Pretty much all the same shit that you said. Game Boy Advance is just classic, and there's a lot of good handheld games on there. It's a really good design too. I just like holding it.
Yeah, it was a good time. I think I'm curious what your number one and two
Do you want me to do them both?
are. Sure.
My number. Okay, well, these are the only other two consoles I've owned, so it narrows down. My number two is Xbone, and my number one is 360.
Okay, so the Xbone is not even on my list, but
Wow.
the number two for me is the Xbox 360. Um, and the number one console of all time is the PlayStation 2.
Wow. I never owned a PS2.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Xbox 360 obviously just like
Oh.
I think at that point Xbox 360 was, besides the fact that you had to pay for internet, I mean Xbox Live, the Xbox 360 was way superior to the PS3. I would say now the PlayStation 4 is pretty much better than the Xbox One in most ways, but I don't care.
I just
Xbox 360 just
reason I've
only
never owned a
memories.
PlayStation is because I absolutely can't stand their controller. I don't like it.
That's the fair
I really
assessment.
like the
That's why my
Xbox
uncle doesn't
controller.
have one.
Well, another thing too, the fucking buttons on the PlayStation controller are the worst. Like fucking shapes and shit. That's retarded. Give me the letters.
Oh, like X trying, yeah.
Yeah,
know
I
what you
hate
mean.
that. Like obviously, if I played it, I'd get used to it, but I just think it's dumb. There's like better systems you could do. Even Nintendo was on that back in the day with well, Sega did it as well with like AB and stuff like that. Ahead of the time.
That's for sure.
I think PlayStation did that just to be different, and like it's not as practical.
Um, so I think I kind of want to move on to the top three game series.
Oh yeah, I'm down with that.
First of all, my honorable mention game series is Grand Theft Auto.
Oh really? That's your honorable mention for it? I
Yeah,
kind of Yeah, I wanted to put that in too. I just kind of forgot about it.
the only reason it's not up there higher is because I really only played Grand Theft Auto 4 and 5.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I just wanna mention this quick. I like Roman's point that PlayStation and Xbox both have an X button and they're in different spots.
Oh yeah, that used to fuck me up really bad
Dude.
when I got a PS3 for the first time in middle school.
Yeah. It's just awful when you're not used to it. Well, plus people like COD pros that obviously play on PlayStation now, they still call it YYing. Nobody says
I just
triangle
think-
triangle.
I think I say YY even when I'm playing like Counter Strike.
Yeah, I do too. That's just a COD thing on Xbox, I guess, but still.
That's because yeah, Prime COD was easily Xbox.
hmm Um. So you're on-
So my
why-
number
why'd you do
three.
GTA then. If
Wait,
you wanted
what?
to get into it.
The only reason GTA is not even on my actual list is because I only played Grand Theft Auto. I didn't play any of the
Oh, okay.
until I was over the age of like 17.
See, now I feel
Um,
like I'm disrespecting it because I did play those games and they're all good.
And yeah, I mean they're just all good games. I haven't played enough of them. Like I've only really played two of them.
Now that you mentioned it, I wish I put Vice City in my top games list. That was a classic for me.
My number three game series of all time is Call of Duty.
Oh yeah.
And I mean
Wait,
that's just
so as
because
a whole, you're not doing like a specific COD series, you're doing literally all of COD.
I just did COD. Yeah.
Okay.
If I had to choose, I would probably say the Modern Warfare series, I guess.
Hmm.
No, I don't know, dude. I can't choose because I know like the Black Ops series is really good.
Yeah. Um,
But I just did Call of Duty as a whole. I guess I
are you
didn't
gonna
think.
are you gonna alternate or are you gonna do all yours?
Yeah, you can go.
Oh, okay. So my honorable mention, I just brought that up because that was funny. My honorable mention is the Black Ops series, because I didn't want to. I've played, well, I guess if you want to count like mobile CODs, then no. But any COD on a console or PC, as far as I'm aware, I've played literally every COD, and I couldn't do the COD series because there's some really shitty COD games, that I've played.
I only played COD 4 through now.
See, that's what I'm saying. Well, most of the early ones aren't even the bad ones. It's actually the ones after COD 4 that are the ones that bother me. Except for COD 3. COD 3 is pretty bad. Um, but most of the early COD games are pretty well regarded, I think. But I just put the Black Ops series in honorable mentions because they're just Black Ops 1 and 2 specifically are so good. It's just 3 I didn't play as much. It's not even, I don't even think 3's bad. It just didn't hook me as much.
Okay. I just got to throw this out there because it's not on my list, but it definitely should be. Is I didn't even put Pokemon series as one of my things.
Oh, that's weird because you put Pokemon as one of your top
I
games.
guess I just didn't think about it as a series for some reason. Like
Yeah.
I was just thinking consoles when I was thinking about this. I think.
Yeah. Okay. That is kind
But
of
yeah,
weird.
Pokemon is my honorable mention, I guess, even though it's probably number.
Just add it in.
It
You
might
got
even
two
be
two
like number
honorable
one.
mentions
But
for the series. Why not? Why not?
I just didn't think about it.
Mm.
So wait. So you said honorable mention Call of Duty.
Yeah.
So what
Well,
was your
honorable
actual
mention
thing?
Black Ops series, right? Not COD.
Oh yeah.
just because just because 1 and 2 I really like, and 3's not a bad game. Just didn't get into it. And then 4 is, I think, gets shit on. Well, it gets shit on for good reasons, but I still like it. I still think it's like overall a good game.
Yeah.
3. Let me look now because I gotta go back up. The 3. Oh, I couldn't Well, I guess I'm gonna do. If I had to decide, I would probably put. All right, 2 honorable mentions. I'm putting the Batman series, in the other honorable mention spot because I already put Arkham City in the top games, and like they're all of them are good. Um, but like the actual 3 spot, I'm putting BioShock series because BioShock 1 is easily the best. But same thing, like the other 2 games are good. They just don't live up to it, as I guess. But they're all really good.
Okay.
Kind of like Halo. There's no, I mean, at least in my opinion, there's no bad Halo. I'm gonna play any Halo.
Yeah. Me too.
All right, you can do your second one then.
My second one is the Fable series.
Oh yeah, I didn't put that as an honorable mention, but I was thinking about it.
I just love every Fable game. Fable one, Fable, but we don't gotta talk about that game.
And Fable 4 is gonna happen eventually.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think anybody remembers Fable Journeys at least. So good.
Yeah, I mean, well, I don't think anybody remembers any Fable game after 3.
I don't think anybody remembers the Kinect in general for Xbox
Oh,
360.
I definitely, I remember.
I had one and I played it a lot actually
Oh.
because I played the freaking. There was this one sports game for it.
Oh, okay. I didn't participate in that, but I do remember because I was excited for an actual Fable game, and then it's like a Connect thing. Like, oh, okay, whatever.
Yeah, I was really disappointed, but
We'll get Fable 4 eventually.
one day. What's your number two? I mean, just I don't really have anything to say. I just like Fable. I don't know. They're
Yeah,
all good
Fable's
games.
the shit.
Play them.
There's not much
please.
else to say. Number 2, I put the Battlefield series because I like pretty much all of them.
Okay.
There's a similar thing where I own all of them,
could see
like
that
them all.
happening.
Yeah, there's just like COD, it's all pretty much the same game, just different renditions, stuff like that, different mechanics, and they're all fun. I don't know.
Yeah. The game series is a little harder to talk about because it's
Yeah.
got a whole, too many games. But my number one game series is Halo.
Oh, we should have done. I was gonna make you do it at the same time because I had a
Oh,
feeling we'd
sorry.
actually do it.
Yeah,
Mine's
it's
also
I
Halo.
mean, like we said, every Halo game is playable. They're all fun. They're all really good. I mean, I can sit down and play any of the fucking Halo campaigns and have a good time. So
Let's see, we did get some crossover. Halo at the same spot. Fucking GameCube. There you go.
yeah, the GameCube one I was kind of
That was
funny.
actually surprising. If you think about it, the Halo one was more expected. Yeah, I have
Um,
nothing to say. I agree. Every game's playable.
yeah, we've talked about how much we like Halo. Thing
We've already
already.
popped a bon over it.
Um, do you want to do our best games of all time for our single multiplayer shooter?
Sure. I could probably just. I think we could just burn through the three for this one for each of them. So like
Okay.
my top three for. Where is this? Okay, there it is. Top three for single player. Okay, I had some bias leaning into this. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't really rank them, but I just did a top three. I put Arkham City in the top three as well because fucking Batman. And then the other two I put Skyrim, and then the game that I was telling you about where I was gonna put it in just from what I've heard. I put in Witcher 3, which I haven't played yet,
I've
but
heard a lot of good things. So
yeah, that's one of like the most highly regarded games of all time, and people grind the shit out of it. So just felt like I had to put it in there.
my single player games is number three is Final Fantasy VII.
Oh yeah, well, that's the best
Uh,
Final Fantasy for sure.
then Fallout 3,
Ooh,
and then Skyrim.
I was actually thinking about putting Fallout 3 and Skyrim on it, and I was like, I can't do it.
Dude, I mean, if we're just throwing out because for some reason I don't even on your favorite game developer, I put Bethesda, but
Ooh, yeah, I
the
figured you'd do
favorite game
that.
developer that fucks everyone over. But
Um,
what is your here? I'll switch now. My top multiplayer games of all time. Uh, I put number three as I didn't know whether to put Counter Strike Source or Go, so I just put Counter Strike.
that's fine. I think
My
that's
number
okay.
two
They're
is
all kind of the same
Battlefield
game.
3.
Oh,
And
I
my
was not
number one is
expecting that.
Black Ops 2.
that's weird. So our lists are kind of similar in a way. Like we almost have the same shit, just different games. It's you'll see what I mean.
Okay, so
So I
you have a
did.
Battlefield and a COD.
I have a Battlefield and a COD, and then wait, what'd you do for the other one? Final Fantasy, or was
Counter-Strike.
that was the other list? My bad. Counter Strike. Um. Okay, so for mine, I did. Oh wait, no, it's actually, dude, that's actually so close. Um, I did Battlefield 1942, COD 4, and Halo 2. Not in any again like for these I didn't rank these, but I just threw those three in there.
Yeah, I don't know if these are ranked. I just haven't written down.
Yeah.
I kind of remember.
So like for those, that's crazy how similar actually were. Counter Strike's actually a good pick. Um,
I just feel like it's like if you go from the start of Counter Source to like right now, it's just been such a highly
Dude.
competitive game for so long.
Counter Strike probably is like the number one. If we're talking specifically competitive multiplayer shooter, it probably is.
Yeah.
Or no, it definitely is.
Yeah, easily.
But I put Battlefield 1942 just because that was the game that really spearheaded that series, and there wasn't really, as far as I'm aware, there wasn't really a game like that until that game came out, where it was like massive servers, vehicles, everything intertwined. And then
That game actually almost made my options.
oh really?
I was thinking. I thought that game came into my head when thinking about really good shooters.
Oh yeah, it's fucking classic. Halo 2 is like the Battlefield for console basically. Like it's just nothing. There are other games like Halo 2, I guess, but nothing did it as well. It just like
Mhm.
perfected everything for a console shooter. And then COD 4 was like the middle ground. So, you know, Battlefield was more so for PC, Halo was more so for console, and COD 4 is just kind of good on both.
Yeah.
And COD 4 got so many people, like MW2, a lot of people remember because that's people were bouncing off of COD 4. Like COD 4 is what got people into that craze.
So then, what is your single player shooter games or
You want me to
whatever
do
that
mine?
category is? Yeah.
Single player shooters, I do have some carryover here. I did definitely some more personal bias in this. But I threw BioShock 1 in there again. I feel like that one's objective though because a lot of people have BioShock 1 in there. It's not just me. Like if you look at top games list, top single player games list, you're gonna see BioShock a lot.
Yeah, I saw it. That was number one actually in a couple lists.
Oh yeah, so I don't feel any bias on that, even though there is. The other one I put, like you could do Doom as a series, but I just put the recent one because I think it's really good.
Yeah, I've just never been a Doom guy, but yeah, I understand where people come from.
It's just a pure gameplay game. It just does gameplay well. And then I was torn between the two, but I ended up putting Half-Life 2.
See, I never played any Half-Life games either.
Oh my god. Alright, well that's the first game you're doing when you stream. You're doing a playthrough of the Half-Life games.
Alright.
It's hard to say because you haven't played them, but Half-Life pretty much, like, launched everything for single-player shooters. Like, there's so much Half-Life inspiration. Even with BioShock, there's a lot.
Yeah, I don't know. I've never even seen gameplay from those games either.
Oh my god.
The only thing I know about the game is the meme that they never came up with a...
Well, that's to be fair though. That's also like every Valve game.
Yeah, like Portal and
Portal, Left 4 Dead,
Team Fortress. Even.
You know, technically though, Counter-Strike kind of breaks that because there's 4 Counter-Strikes, but they're not numbered, so whatever.
Yeah, if they were numbered, they would have came up.
Yeah, the Counter-Strike, CS:GO would not be a thing if they were numbered, for sure. Also, Day of Defeat, which is just a mod. There's Day of Defeat and there's Day of Defeat Source. They never made a third one. This is so weird.
My top single-player shooters of all time are Far Cry 3.
Ooh.
I put Halo 2 campaign.
I actually like that pick.
And Star Wars Battlefront 2, the original.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I didn't know where that kind of got defined, but I feel like that's just an amazing game, and I don't know.
You just had to throw it in a list.
Yeah.
I like that. I especially like the tough thing with Halo is you could put any of them.
Yeah, that's why I just singled the campaign.
Yeah.
Okay, so then let's go to just some memorable games, and then we'll finish up the gaming and move on to old school YouTube gaming.
Oh yeah.
So do you want me to just read you? I've just put 5 memorable childhood games.
Yeah, sure. Good.
I have Pokemon Sapphire overlapped again onto here.
Mm-hmm.
Then I have Super Mario World, which I mentioned earlier. Just a really good game for freaking Game Boy.
Best games of all time.
Yeah, it's so fun. Like, I mean, honestly, like, Mario's just like
Any
the
Mario
perfect,
game.
just chill like game.
Yeah.
Because none of them are too hard, unless you're playing like Super Mario Maker or something. But
Yeah.
and then I have The Sims, like in general. I used to play a lot of Sims 2. Then Sims 3 came out, and that shit was like revolutionary Sims.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sims 4 is bad, but that doesn't matter.
You hate to hear it.
It just got hit by the freaking EA microtransaction bug.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
But
Big
yeah, The
controversy
Sims
with
was
that
really fun, and it's just like I feel like it's a really good game, just for children in general, like to play. It's just like I feel like it's a really good like outlet. Like anything like role play is a good outlet,
Yeah.
even for adults. Roman just put Mario Party 7. My next one is Mario Party.
Oh.
Literally under The Sims is Mario Party on my list.
Double Mario. You love to see it.
I just remember playing. Me and my sister would just play Mario Party with just us two and a bunch of computers, or we had 4 GameCube controllers, so we'd each just play 2 Mario Party characters.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's a game that like you can get your sister to play, or some in general, get somebody to play who doesn't play Xbox. I mean,
Oh,
video
you're just
games.
roasting sisters everywhere.
So I mean, just like, I guess I shouldn't say that because my other sister, all she does is play Xbox, but she's just terrible, and all she plays is Fortnite, so it doesn't count. Women can't play video games, and then the next
I was
one-
gonna make that joke, and then you did it. Thank you.
And then you know the goat, Tony Hawk's Underground.
Oh, damn it! I'm triggered now. I'm putting that in my honorable mentions.
It's just
Fuck.
I played Tony Hawk's Underground.
forgot
really
about
fun.
How many playthroughs have you done?
Of Tony Hawk's Underground, I feel like I've done a million.
Yeah, I know I've done at least 30, which is up there for any game that I've ever
I
played.
know. I remember specifically in Tony Hawk's Underground, what I would do is start on the easiest difficulty. I'd beat it. I'd move up. I'd beat it, and then I'd get the top. I'd beat it, and then I go down, and I just go up and down the list.
Yep. That was just a game that it doesn't even have that much replayability, but I just kept replaying it.
Yeah, I don't. The free play aspect is a
It's
really
just a
good
fun
part of
ass
it too,
game.
though.
Especially, I could not do that now, but as a kid, that was just a great game.
Oh yeah, I can't play any game like that. Really, like it'd be a really good game for you to do play more than once.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, well, when I go down my list, I'm adding a sixth one. I'm adding that one.
Um, yeah, that's my list. You can move on.
Uh, so I guess I specifically for one I put Lego Star Wars series, but I could just do any Lego game really.
Ooh.
I could throw a Lego
Ooh.
Indiana Jones in there as well.
I would like to add that to my honorable mention.
Okay, I figured you would. Lego Batman, any Lego game really was just up there for me as a kid. I had a lot of fun with those playing them co-op with my
I
brother.
played a lot of those co-op with. That's most of the co-op games that was me playing with my dad when I went over to
Oh,
his house.
Roman Ziazing over Lego Star Wars.
Ooh, wait, can I add one more honorable mention that I just
Okay.
didn't put on my list
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
for a good reason? Is the Madden and the 2K
Oh.
franchises.
Dude, I've got one that
Um,
you're gonna add to your honorable mentions, by the way, as soon as I say it.
Uh,
If
I
it's
mean,
not
like,
already
I just
there.
feel like sports games aren't like they're not like the type of game you put on as your favorite games of all time. But
Yeah.
like, I mean, ever since I was fucking like 7 years old or
Well, I
whatever, I don't
included
know
a
how old you
sports
are.
game on this.
Ever since I was a kid, if your sports game's like NBA Jam, that's legendary.
Wait till
But
you
I
hear
don't know what
mine
other,
is.
I don't know what other one it would be.
Oh my god.
I've played 2K and freaking Madden like my life. Like
Yeah.
those games are just good. I just didn't put them on my list. I mean, you could ask
I guess you
freaking
could-
Luch. I play a
Oh
lot
yeah,
of Madden.
you do. I guess you could do that as like a honorable mention series as well, like both of those.
Yeah.
Really.
I just didn't feel like there's no reason to put them on there because they don't change that much really year to year.
Oh yeah, I clutched up on the last lap of my race. All right. So now that you did that, next one, I did Mario. I think I might have played it on the Game Boy. I played through Mario Bros. 3 a lot. I really liked that one. And I'm sure if I was like a kid in the 80s, I would have loved it too.
Dude, Roman just to my brain with what he just put in there.
Oh fuck. See, that's what I'm saying though. There's so many. We'll get to that.
Guitar Hero's amazing. Okay, Luch.
All right, guitar. Like for both of us, add Guitar Hero to the honorable mentions. Guitar Hero's
Yeah,
great.
Guitar Hero
Um,
1, 2, 3, Aerosmith, even Rock Band, like all that shit. I
Those
loved all
games.
those games.
Yeah. Damn it,
I
dude. This
played
is what I was
endless,
saying
endless,
earlier,
endless
bro.
hours.
We're gonna forget
This is
so
what we got
much.
Roman in the chat.
Yeah, you gotta get the extra games in there.
What else is on your list?
So then I put Mario 3. I didn't put like a specific Sonic game, but I like Sonic games as well, and I'd play them with my brother a lot.
I played like this one CD I had for GameCube that just had like not 100, but you know, it was like an entire like retro Sonic collection game.
Oh yeah, Sonic games are a fun
They're a
time.
good time.
Um,
They're not as good as Mario, I don't think, but they're good.
yeah, I still prefer Mario as well, but I really like Sonic too. So here's the one you're gonna laugh at me for, because this is very specific. I put NBA Live 08.
Yeah, see, I was gonna put NBA 2K10.
Okay.
I didn't play. I've never played an NBA Live game. They just get me too hard.
See, I didn't like. All the new NBA Lives looked shitty. NBA Live 08 looked really good. Like, it was a really aesthetically pleasing game, and it looked better than 2K at the time. So I don't know what happened. Because, like, early NBA Lives were good. So
Is NBA Live 08 the one with Kevin Garnett on the cover?
I have to look it up. No, I know what it is. It's Gilbert Arenas. I'm 1,000% sure, but I'm going to double check.
You just hard over to Gilbert Arenas, huh?
No, I was not. I still played as Steve Nash. But no.
I guess I should have assumed that.
The reason I really liked NBA Live 08 and why it's so specific is because Matt had it, and it was before I had a 360. And every time when he was like, I had the time might have worked out correctly. Anytime he would be at work or at school, and I could sneak on his 360, I would always play NBA Live 08, and that's why I had to include that game. A lot of fond memories of sneaking on his console.
I used to play a lot of freaking basketball games in general.
Yeah, that's just the one I remembered because of that like particular part of the memory's kind of funny because I shouldn't have been playing it. But any of the like NBA 2K7, even on the original Xbox, I think I played like 2K5 or something like that. There's a lot of old basketball games that could be there.
Mm-hmm.
There's like Street Basketball or something like that too. NBA Street.
NBA Streets, yeah.
Yeah, so that could be there too.
I didn't play that, but I know what it is.
All right, finishing out my list with the next game that you're gonna have to put on your honorable mention if you don't already have it. Futchin' RuneScape.
Yeah, I think my brain just purposely blocks that game out from ever existing because I don't know how I didn't put that anywhere.
Dude, no way. I thought you were definitely gonna have you're definitely gonna have
It's,
RuneScape.
I didn't even write it anywhere. I don't
Oh
know how.
no! How could you forget RuneScape?
I think it's just because I pretend it doesn't exist.
You're just like, yeah, RuneScape wasn't a thing, and then every time it's mentioned, you're like, oh no, RuneScape is real.
RuneScape's amazing. One of the best games of all time. Don't even care. Fuck you.
Oh yeah, RuneScape's great.
I just, I don't want to have to talk about RuneScape, okay?
Well, I absolutely want to talk about RuneScape. So, so first of all, I'm just
Luke's just here to talk about fletching.
you motherfucker. I was just about to say, I just wanted to flex that I had like level 77 or some shit fletching, which made me very happy, and I have a big dick because of that.
Ooh, you
And-
also had level 65 strength, I think.
Oh yeah, I had some high 60s strength, defense, constitution, because those all kind of go together. But yeah, RuneScape was just like a really fun. I could not get into it now. I could probably get into it when I'm retired and like 80 years old.
Yeah, I'm ready for the point where I have 3 kids and I just don't have time and I can just back and
Oh yeah, RuneScape is my retirement plan game.
yeah, exactly. If it's not a thing anymore, I'll kill.
Oh, I'm
mean,
gonna be very sad. I'm sure it'll live on. There's enough kids playing it to keep it going. I mean, at the
They don't
same
have
time though, there's a lot of
Viable
adults that
skins,
grind
bro. No
RuneScape.
kids don't like that then.
Oh yeah, well, they're adding freaking Fortnite emotes into RuneScape. They're going to eventually.
Yeah, you're right.
It's gonna
They already
happen.
have loot boxes that nobody buys.
Oh yeah, that was like when I stopped playing
I mean,
the
that's been a
game.
thing for like 10 years, but
Yeah. But just going back with RuneScape, like not a very good game objectively. But another one of those games that as a kid it is just a perfect game. It's hard to describe why it's so
yeah,
addicting.
if you're an adult who still plays it every day, you're a fucking pussy ass loot. If as a child,
The
it's
LAN
impressive.
parties and retirement homes are gonna be lit. That may actually be a thing though. That might be a thing. In our
Luke's just
retirement
gonna
homes.
be 72 years old. He's gonna just be like, "Give me a
Bro.
fucking piss test, bro." They're gonna take away your medications. You're gonna die of heart disease.
Let's please go to the same retirement home because I'm gonna be clutching 1v4s and all the other gramps there, and I'm just gonna be like, get fucking owned, pussy. Like,
Yeah, you're gonna hide their medication from them and shit.
oh yeah, I'm piss
Gonna
tests.
play for the opiates.
Piss tests are gonna
on
be
the line.
happening everywhere. Um,
Oh my god.
just closing out with RuneScape. RuneScape is great, and as a kid, I'm not getting made fun of for playing RuneScape. RuneScape is a fucking goat. And if I was 7 years old right now, I would still play it for I would actually. My one regret was not playing more RuneScape.
That, dude, I can agree. I can get behind that.
I
wish
wanted
I would have played it more.
at
I
least
wish
a
it would've taught
99.
me- Yeah, I wish I would have got 199 so I could just say I got it.
Exactly. That's all I want. Is one because I feel like with the way I grind games now, I think I could get a 99 in RuneScape. I think I could do
It's
it.
about 200 hours per skill.
All right, I can't do it. No, I'm just kidding.
So,
Think about that though. 200
That's-
hours per skill. You put 1 hour. You could do it in a year. You put 1 hour in a day just listening to the Rooster Teeth podcast and different podcasts.
well, that's 200 hours of grinding, not including to buy things you need to do it the fastest way.
We'll make it work.
I'd say if you played 1 hour a day, you could probably still do it.
I think we could do it. So you want to go to what else do
I
we got?
would, yeah. Let me see if I have any.
You want to say the favorite game developer or something?
Oh, wait, these are the only two. I said mine is Bethesda.
Oh yeah, because already mine. I put. Oh, this is recent. I put Respawn. Because I was thinking.
like Dice.
Oh, I was actually gonna put Dice too. That's like honorable mention game developer.
I only have 2 honorable mention games I've never mentioned.
Because there are other game developers that at times could be higher. Bungie, but they fell from grace. Treyarch, but even they I think falls from grace a little bit. And
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe some other ones I can't think of. But Respawn is just new company. They haven't put
Killing
out
it.
something that I don't like yet.
Yeah,
Everything they make
I
is
I
good.
agree. All right, my 2 honorable mention games I never got to is Rainbow Six Siege.
Oh,
Amazing shooter, just not my kind of game because kids are too sweaty and it's annoying.
mhm.
Really good game though. I think if that was the only shooter you played, you'd be a happy person. If that was a game you're good at.
It's definitely a game I think with that
It's kind
skill
of like
gap.
Counter-Strike. Uh, you just like that's got to be your game. I feel like
Yeah,
anybody who
you
plays
got to
Rainbow
be.
Six Siege, that's their shit. Like
I
they only
tried
play
playing
Rainbow
it
Six.
casually and I just wasn't into it. It's one of
Yeah.
those games you got to suck
The
your time
only
into.
time I ever had fun with that game is when I play it every day.
Oh yeah.
And my other game is The Binding of Isaac.
Is that it? I got a lot of games.
I mentioned like all my other ones,
Oh
but The
yeah.
Binding of Isaac, if I don't know how to describe it besides that it's a roguelike game.
Did you not put Terraria in your honorable mention?
I'd probably only have like I don't. I guess I would put Terraria on it now that I'm thinking of.
Mm-hmm.
Terraria really I only played during one period of my life.
Oh okay.
I played it every day for like a couple months and then I never played it again.
Yeah.
If you ever want to play through Terraria sometime and beat all the bosses and get all the achievements, I'll do it with you.
Oh, I always. All right, we're doing it now after the podcast.
I'm down
I
to
actually do
actually
wanna
start
play it.
Terraria save if you want to do it after.
Oh yeah.
Wait, do you have it on Xbox?
It's on Game Pass, biatch.
Oh, okay. Anyways, there's one achievement you can't get because you can. But that sucks.
Wait, really? You can't get one?
Because you have to get all the familiars and one of or like whatever I can't remember what they're called, but one of them you can only get like during Christmas because it's Santa Claus.
All right, well I'll get it in fucking couple months here. Not a couple months.
Um, anyways,
Christmas in July.
Binding of Isaac and the Binding of Isaac Rebirth and the Binding of like I don't know. It's either that's like you love that game or you've never heard of it. I feel like it's just everybody who plays it. It's amazing.
I've
Brandon
only heard
got
of
me
it
that game.
because of just seeing you grind it.
Yeah, I used to play it every single day.
I would
Brandon
always see you
actually-
pop it with Steam.
I can thank Brandon for it because one time he got like a $20 Steam gift card, and the game was on sale, and for like $10 instead of 15,
Mhm.
and he bought himself a copy of the game, and then instead of buying himself another game, he freaking bought a copy and gifted
Oh,
it.
now
sixth
he's the
grade.
goat.
And I was like, oh, Brandon,
You're giving him a
You're
suck for
freaking-
that.
Like I know, like that game's one of my favorite games of all time.
Oh yeah.
Xbox, I have it on PC. I mean, the Xbox version is not as fun at all, but it's okay. They tried.
Still gonna play through it.
Yeah, it's just a really good game, and that's like one of my people on my honorable mention was the Binding of Isaac YouTuber that I even up to last year he uploaded 2 Binding of Isaac playthroughs a day
Mhm.
for like literally for like 10 years and not 10 years but like from like well it would have been like at least like probably 5 or 6 years, and now he only uploads like one, but still it's like I used to only watch that. You can give me your honorable mention game.
It's gonna take a minute.
Probably add some of them.
It already came out, Roman. Okay, so there's a lot to go through here, but I think you might actually have to relate to a few of these. So the first one is MX versus ATV Reflex.
Oh,
There you go, right away. That
How did I
game,
forget?
that game's just a fun ass racing game. There's not much else to say. Like
The
it's just
only
really fun.
dirt bike game I've ever been into. I didn't like any of the other MX versus ATV games, but
Yep, I didn't play any of them either, but Reflex is super good and just really addicting
I just
too.
distinctly remember like playing the game a lot, and then when the next super hype and my dad bought it, and so for something about it was just
Well,
not as fun.
Yeah, the other ones aren't as. A lot of people that play that series also think Reflex is just easily the best. And the new ones, there's actually some new ones that are still coming out on Xbox, but they don't seem to be as good either.
Yeah, you never hear anything about them.
Yep. Well, I already said before, Black Ops series. I have kind of a meme one in here, but it's also kind of serious. Combat Arms.
I've actually never played it.
So it's kind of
I
a
remember
meme
you
because
talking to me about it when we were.
so Combat Arms, as opposed to RuneScape, like RuneScape is not. I don't know. RuneScape's hard because it's hard to like objectively review RuneScape. But Combat Arms is objectively a bad shooter, a bad free-to-play shooter. But it was when I sort of started off with shooters on PC, and I was fucking young, so I just wanted a free-to-play game, and I played the shit out of Combat Arms, and kind of like my MW2 for you. It's just objectively a bad game, but I played it a lot, and I really enjoyed it.
Yeah. 1 second. I've been marking the time so I can edit these out, but
Oh, Conk Lord again?
yeah, 1 second.
I'll just talk to Roman then. MX vs ATV Unleashed. Oh yeah, that one. There are people like that one as well. I think Monster Energy 2 is good, but I haven't paid attention to it yet. It came out early February. I just decided I was gonna buy it. Um, I decided that I was gonna buy it when it goes on sale. When it's like $30 or so, something, somewhere around there.
Okay, I'm back.
All right, so moving on from combat arms, I put some honorable mention YouTubers in here. So should I wait on that?
Yeah.
Wait.
I have honorable. I
So I'm
just
gonna skip on them.
games.
Put an honorable mention developer, Rocksteady, that made the Batman games. I feel like they're a pretty good dev. Another YouTuber, Titanfall 2 for games. I was kind of sad.
Well, I
that
was gonna
couldn't
put that on mine. I don't know why. I just don't know. I just didn't.
How about Titanfall 1, 2, and Apex Legends? Just throw them all in there for their honorable mentions.
I'll throw Apex Legends in the honorable mentions if they add regular multiplayer.
Yeah. We got. I put other Valve games. So just Counter-Strike, Portal. Just throw
I
them
would
all
put
in there.
Portal 2 in there. Yeah, I never played the first Portal, but
Well, they're both good. The other Half-Life that I already put Half-Life 2. Like any Valve game, pretty much is good. Super Hot.
ooh, I want that in mine actually too.
Super Hot is genuinely my favorite. I guess you can consider it an arcade game of all time.
It's
It's
really
just
good.
Cool concept, executed well. Super Hot is the
I
shit.
would put on mine now that we're talking about arcade games. I'll put Castle Crashers on there if you've ever played it.
Oh yeah, Castle Crashers is great, and I know you're gonna love my mention of Trials HD. Although you could just do Trials series.
Trials series is good.
Or put the Toy
And Roman,
Soldiers
to answer
on
your
there.
question, our YouTuber list is like, yeah, it's based off of the people we watched and the people who influenced us the most. But we'll get that in a second.
Yeah, I mean we're already longest podcast at this point, hour and a half.
Yeah.
So I did Trials. I put Minecraft on my honorable mentions. It was already there.
That's funny that your honorable mentions in my number one game.
Yeah, well, I don't know. It's just not as up there for me, but it's a good honorable mention. I really like Minecraft. I really like it as well. I put the Fable series on here too, actually. I forgot about that.
I appreciate that.
Total War series, and then another racing game that you don't know about, Dirt to Daytona, is a really cool. Well, I don't think you know about it.
No.
Okay, so it was a GameCube game, and it was the coolest racing game I've ever played because instead of just going straight to being in the Cup Series of NASCAR, you have to work your way through Dirt Tracks series and just slowly move up through the ranks.
That's kind of why I liked NBA 2K10 because it was the one that started you off and you had to like try out basically and try not to.
Oh, and you could be in the D League in that game too, right? Or is that the next one?
Yeah. Nope, that's that one.
Okay, so that's why, kind of the same principle. I just thought that was a really cool concept. Made it more realistic, I guess, and fun. That's it. That's it though for the honorable mentions. After all those.
Okay, so we can move on to our.
This is the last one, right?
So I have 5 YouTubers who influenced me the most, and then like a good amount of honorable mention YouTubers.
You want to alternate for this one?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm gonna start off with who I actually am.
Did you rank it?
Influenced me the most. No, this is just the number one person I want to put out for who, like the reason I made a lot of my YouTube videos, and the reason that I just was like that I got into COD commentary would be good old XCal.
Oh yeah. On my list as well.
Yeah, I figured it'd be on yours.
Well, do you want to go into?
Well, I could say XCal. I mean, like I was a young kid when I first started watching XCal. I mean, that was Black Ops 1, so I was 6th grade. And when I was making YouTube videos, I mean, I was literally just ripping his ideas off. Like, I was doing Big Ammo. I was doing freaking Brokimbos. I mean, like, he was a legend. And I liked watching him. I didn't really listen to his commentaries very much, honestly, though, to tell you the truth. But just his style of, like, uploading and stuff, I really latched onto.
He was also,
the reason
it makes
I didn't
sense.
really copy him is because he was really good and I was not.
Oh, yeah. It makes sense that he's really successful on Twitch, because if you think about it, a lot of his YouTube things and catchphrases and stuff like that work really well for Twitch.
Yeah, he was ahead of his time a little bit there.
Yeah. And so I had him as well for most influential, which is kind of funny. Just because I can pretty much attribute almost anything I know, like basic tactics in FPS games, to watching him. Because he was easily the YouTuber that watching him has improved my gameplay the most. Like after watching XCal, I took my really shitty COD 4 KD to like a 2, it was probably below 1 at the time, rough luch times. But to be able to, for how much I grinded COD 4 to after watching someone to improve my KD from probably like a point 0.7 to a 2, that's actually insane if you think about it.
Yeah, that is insane.
That's a fat improvement. So he's just an easy pick for most influential for me. Also, good memes, like pea soup
Yeah,
at the
a
end
lot
of
of
every
good
video.
memes.
Good memes.
I remember I used to have classes named Pea Soup because of him.
Same.
Uh, yeah, XCal is just easily the person who like changed the way I wanted to be. Like I wanted to be XCal.
Same. Still do.
Yeah, he's still a legend, so I wouldn't mind being XCal.
He's also got that perfect. I know we were talking about this at one point. He's got that perfect fan base where he's popular enough to do it as his job, but not too popular to where you're gonna get exposed for some shit. He's got like the perfect fan base.
And you can actually like talk to your chat.
Yeah. Like if I got big on Twitch, I would want to have between like 200, 1,000's like the max. 1,000 viewers would be pushing it.
Yeah, I agree.
Do you want to go to your next one?
My next most influential is White Boy.
Ooh, classic.
He's one of my favorite YouTubers of all time, but he makes like 2,000 videos. I mean, 2,000 views a month now, but
Oh, really?
yeah, he doesn't get any views at all.
Oh, I didn't even know that. That's actually crazy.
Let me see if he even uploads. I'm gonna kind of.
God, does Wings of Redemption get more?
Well, he doesn't. I don't think
He
White Boy
streams.
streams.
Yeah.
White Boy 7th Street still uploads, but his last videos have like 3K views max.
When
He's
you
like
look at
Apex
it,
now.
there are a lot of YouTubers like that are really big for a time, and then you go to their channel years later, and it's just crazy how much the fall off is.
Yeah, so he's getting about max 10K views per video, and he has 2.5 million subscribers.
Oh yeah. That's actually, that's
at the
actually
time,
nuts.
he was I think he was the number third most subscribed gaming commentator.
Even not as big of a fall off, but I'm gonna do Hutch eventually in my list. But he has almost 1 million subs, and he gets between 10 to 20K on his videos now. Which, if you think about it, that's not as bad of a fall off. It's still a fall off,
That's not
but
as bad.
yeah.
So, who's another one of yours?
Okay, so first, I guess I'm going down the list. So for second, I went with Blame Truth, who is also just. I think he was the first to. XCal was the first to upload gameplay, and Blame Truth was the first to do commentary over it, so it was just another OG. The reason why I liked watching him was he was the first. I liked XCal for his personality when he started doing commentaries, but of course, like at first he just did gameplay, so I just liked watching the gameplay. Blame Truth was the first YouTuber that I liked watching for his personality, and that I do watch for his personality, because he's just one of the more genuine people on the platform, I think. And like I got that impression from him at the time. Like he's not a person that's gonna say shit because you know the people on YouTube you have now that'll say inflammatory shit to put it in a thumbnail or whatever, or have a different opinion to do something like that. He's not that type of person, which I always respected.
Yeah, it's hard, it's hard to find like a real commentator without going back.
Yeah, it is. Newer people aren't like that for the most part. Not always, but for the most part.
If I had to move next, I have PewDiePie.
Ooh, meme review.
PewDiePie is one of the only. Well, I mean, I don't know. PewDiePie, I still watch every single day. He's the only one on my list that I watch every single day.
Mm-hmm.
Still. And he doesn't make gaming videos anymore. Like, I mean, he kind of, every once in a while he does, but it's not as, like, stick anymore. But PewDiePie, back in the day, love PewDiePie. I watched him every single day. Probably right now, I would consider him my favorite YouTuber on the platform.
Mm. That's the weird thing with him. I never really watched his gaming videos, but I like the shit that he does now.
Yeah, that's a lot of people. His gaming videos I wouldn't watch now if that's what he was up. But back then, like the stupid retarded humor is like what worked for me as a middle schooler.
Mm-hmm. I guess he's matured with his audience. That's kind of
Just
smart.
yeah, I was like the perfect age for it because like back then it was just like, oh my god, he swears and screams.
He's foreign.
Yeah,
I don't know if that was part of it, but imagine it could be.
but definitely PewDiePie. Like I love PewDiePie. I would love like if I was a YouTuber, I want to be doing what he does now, where he just kind of does like
Just does what
it's
he
all
wants.
about him too. Like it's just like it's basically all just it's almost like just like a daily talk show. Like at this point,
Yeah, Glenn, if I was a YouTuber right now, I'd definitely want to be most subbed.
I just meant for like what he
I know.
uploads, but I wouldn't mind the millions of dollars.
No, I know what you mean. Like he's got a good set of content to do because he's in a
He
situation
does
where he
two
can
shows
do
weekly.
he can do whatever the fuck he wants. Um and that's just nice when you're in that situation, I guess, where you're not like
Mhm.
beholden to your audience.
He could upload anything you want, and it wouldn't matter how many.
Yeah,
Or if
he's
even
he's gonna
money
get views
off
on
of it.
whatever. Um,
Who else is who's next for you?
Next one. Oh, well, I already mentioned him. So I did Hutch for the third one because he's like the third OG, and that's I don't watch them all consistently, but everybody on my list I still watch, which is why I picked these people. Like there are other people that kind of come and go.
I don't think I could have even found 5 people that I still watch.
Well, see, that's tough though, because I'll go a month or two without watching Hutch or XCal, but I'll always come back to them, I guess.
Yeah.
There's some of these other people I don't come back to, or they don't even make stuff anymore, or don't stream, or whatever. But yeah, Hutch is just I guess he's kind of in the same boat as Blame Truth. So like going off with how XCal did the gameplay and Blame Truth did the commentaries, Hutch was the first gaming channel personality, I guess, where he would do IRL videos and get in touch with
And
his
gaming.
and get in touch with his audience that way, like through doing both, which obviously is pretty common now, but at the time he was definitely sort of pioneered that, and it just created a different connection with the audience, I guess, because you actually get to see the person, and he would give insight into his daily life, stuff like that. You just don't get that, or at the time you didn't get that with anyone else.
Yeah, I know what you.
Now it's more of a common thing. I would say.
So my next one is somebody who I do not know and who is kind of just a douche in general, and
Oh, really?
I just don't like him
Wait, so
anymore.
this is someone that you watched a lot, though? You still put him on the list?
Yeah, well, I used to watch him every day.
Oh, who the fuck is this gonna be?
Woody's gamertag.
Oh!
He's just a giant cuck now, kind of, but
You're not a fan now?
I mean, he's friends with Only Use Me Blades.
Oh, God. And Wings.
Yeah, and Wings of Redemption. That's
and
how I
and
found
FPS
out.
Kyle, who's in jail right now, right?
Yeah, but he's also, I'm looking at his channel right now. Hutch was on his podcast.
Oh, well, yeah, they always bring him in to shit on him, basically.
Yeah, basically the only videos he uploads at this point is his fucking shitty podcast that he's been doing forever. That's literally like every video he's uploaded is
Oh,
just podcast and
PKA or
podcast
whatever.
highlights. Yeah, Painkiller already.
I only
2
watch
months
that
ago
when
he-
someone I know is on it.
I've never watched it, even when I watched Woody's Gamertag. I just watched
They
Woody's
do-
like, Call of Duty videos.
Tell me what the length on their last one is, because when I'd watch, they always do really long ass podcasts. Like some of them would be Joe Rogan length.
His last one is 4 hours and 7 minutes.
There you go. That's all of them are like that long.
Yeah, then it's 4 hours and 12, 4
Yep.
hours and 20, 4 hours,
So that's why I can't do
4
them.
hours.
I can't watch those consistently. If
Yeah, I
somebody,
wonder what his watch time is on these, because they have like 70K views.
Dude, that's a good question.
And
so-
they upload like once a week, I think.
Was the one with Hutch on recent then?
The one with Hutch is...
Maybe that's just one of the more popular ones.
Hutch was... Oh wait, that's Blame Truth, not Hutch, might be.
Oh yeah, he was on it recently too. I was gonna listen
Blame
to that.
Truth was on a month ago.
I pretty much only do that if it's
It's 4 hours and 6 minutes long.
Although I'll have to show you after this. There's a hilarious highlight from that podcast with Wings and Syndicate in a 1v1. I don't know if you ever heard about this. It's fucking
No.
hilarious. Basically Wings just pulled a Jared. There you go, brought it back to Jared. All right. Any other roast of Woody's gamertag you want to give?
I don't know. I don't even know why I watched him.
I'm actually low key. I didn't put him in my list, but I'm in the same boat. I did watch him for a time, and after a while, I was just like, I don't like this guy.
Yeah.
I don't know why I watched him either, but I did. Um,
Who else do you have?
Fun fact about Woody's gamertag: he won a dancing competition on YouTube that he shouldn't have.
Yeah, we were talking about this last night.
Well, the pod didn't talk about it on the podcast though.
Mm-hmm.
I just had to throw that out there real quick. Undeserved. If you look up Woody's gamertag dance competition or something, fucking bullshit. All right. Fourth one, I'm going Sandy Ravage. He's the
I
goat.
never watched him.
I don't like MW2, but he's the goat at MW2. Fun fact: Infinite Warfare, they actually have a gun named after him.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so he was so infamous with his videos, he'd always use the Spaz 12. So they have pretty much a Spaz 12 in Infinite Warfare, or it actually might be Ghost. My bad. I think it was Ghost. And it's named the S Ravage, so that's pretty on the nose.
That is. Can you hear me? Sorry, my mic.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's. So what commentary?
Oh, your mic's conking.
Oh,
Wait, you might be good now. I just didn't hear anything the last shit you said. It conked really hard.
I said, is he just like a commentary channel then?
Well, now he streams. At the time though, he actually wasn't really. He rarely uploaded commentaries. It was usually basically montages with music behind it.
Okay.
I don't know if you've ever seen it, but he did a really famous series where he got big because he would troll boosters in MW2.
Oh, maybe I've seen that.
Yeah. So aside from the fact that he was pretty good, he would just troll boosters and make videos of that, which would always lead to funny reactions and messages.
Okay. My fifth one, which would be like my dream type of thing to run / work for, is Rooster Teeth / Achievement Hunter.
Oh, nice pick.
I know it's not like a person, but it is a channel. And,
All right, now you have to do a person from that.
what would you like the best? My most influential person from it?
Yes, now you have to do it just for the memes.
Well, that probably is Gavin. Gavin's probably my favorite.
Yeah, it's probably Gavin. It's got to be. He's got the most influence in like all of it, and he's got slow-mo guys too.
Yeah.
He's a G.
Did you say everybody on your list?
Oh, I didn't do the fifth one yet.
Who's your fifth one?
I got. Forgot about this. My fifth one is Nadeshot.
Oh.
What? What? Come on. Nadeshot's a good YouTuber.
He's just a meme now. I've literally watched a Nadeshot YouTube video.
We meme the shit out of Nadeshot now, but Nadeshot is the reason I got into competitive Call of Duty, so I have to give it to him. And that doesn't.
I'm surprised you're not shitty then.
Well, see, there's the thing. He got me into it. Then I started watching people that were good.
You're like, oh, this guy's Scump and this guy Clayster.
Yeah, I was like, wow, Nadeshot's great. That like, wow, Scump just keeps dropping more kills than him every single map. But no, Nadeshot. I think if you asked a lot of people that watch Comp COD, there's a lot of people that are gonna say that. Even if they don't watch Nadeshot now, he got them into it, and that's why even though he may not be like a top 10 player, he's just a legend in that community. He's also big for a while. He still has like 3 mil subs.
Oh yeah.
Gets like 2K on his Twitch streams while he's running 100 Thieves. It's actually crazy.
Yeah, he's doing really well. Like really.
Broke up
well.
with Igencine's sister though. Hate to see it.
Love to see it.
Oh, rip. Is there anything else you want to say about Rooster Teeth? Because I have them in my honorable mentions. Because I didn't do the ones for personality
there's
yet.
so much of what they do. Just like they do everything, man.
Do everything that you'd want to do.
Like, if I had to choose, I would like to if I had to work somewhere, I would work at Achievement Hunter.
Me too. But the
they
podcast is
basically
nice.
Don't do any. They just fuck off, basically.
So you know how Barbara has a podcast?
Yeah, I don't watch it.
Rhett and Link are going to be on the next one.
Oh yeah, I saw that. I'm gonna watch probably that one episode.
Yeah, I just didn't know if you were aware of that.
I know. I just didn't put Red and Link on here. Obviously, it's not a gaming channel.
Oh yeah, because it's not that would probably be like Good Mythical
That's
Morning
like
up there for.
My number one favorite YouTube channel of all time.
It's a different podcast for a different time.
Mm-hmm.
So just to close out, damn, this is easily our longest podcast. Close out YouTubers. I put, because you already mentioned it, I put Achievement Hunter as well, or Achievement Hunter slash Rooster Teeth, I guess. And then I put Inside Gaming, which is now, that's what Funhouse is now. Because it's basically very similar channel to Achievement Hunter, and Achievement Hunter kind of does the same content that they do now.
What's your record time
About an hour 50.
at? Mine stopped recording at 1:46.
Oh, well, that ain't good. You
It
can
won't
always,
let me
you can
start it up again.
you can rip it from my stream.
Okay.
You'd have to go deep into it though. Like on my stream, I'm at about 5 hours and 30 minutes now for this one. Can always link it to you after.
Okay.
But yeah, closing it out. Funhouse is really good, and they do really similar stuff to Achievement Hunter. That's probably the channel that I'd want to do over Rooster Teeth, because Rooster Teeth does a bunch of different shit. But Funhouse is basically just completely gaming focused podcast gameplays of completely different games and playthroughs, shit like that. It's everything that I'd want to do, and streams too.
Yeah, streaming would be my dream job.
They also have their. I haven't seen any other channels do this, but they're really ahead, I think, on something. They do YouTube streams, or a YouTube stream called Funhouse TV, which all it does is it just continuously reruns old videos of theirs. I'm like, that's actually fucking genius.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and it always
You can kind of do
has.
that on Twitch.
Wait, what?
Like, you can just
Oh.
run reruns the entire time you're not streaming, too.
Yeah, because you can do rebroadcast. But I'm surprised
Mhm.
more people don't do that, because that's actually, well, on YouTube in particular, because that's actually fucking genius.
It is genius.
Maybe that's gonna be the thing this year, towards the end of the year or something. Rooster Teeth TV.
I think we could probably just close it out since we're at like 2 hours.
Oh yeah, this is a solid time though.
That was a gooch time.
Well, what do you wanna? Anything else to mention? I guess.
You know, I'll say the N word on a bridge.
Oh,